Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Vechain VET. So there is a lot going on with Vechain. We are seeing a 4.67% decrease in the last 24 hours, but the big thing to note is that we are still positive within this last week. We have been up 7.76% in the last week alone. If we take a look at the last month, though, we do see that large 35% decrease across the board for Vechain. So the big thing to note as well is during this market decrease, about 4.79% of a decrease right now, Bitcoin right above $34,000. Ethereum still trading right around that 2.2K. Cardano at $1.42. Vechain is doing fairly well for a majority of reasons. We're going to talk about really some of the bullish information we have recently gotten about Vechain and why I still believe that late term or long term future of Vechain is still very, very, very successful in my opinion. So I do think there is a lot really to cover today. So if you guys want to stay up to date with crypto as well as altcoins and obviously Vechain, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. So before we jump into price predictions, let's jump into the most recent news. So we'll start out with the, kind of an older news here. This came out July 2nd. 2021, obviously, and we see that San Marino approves Vechain NFT vaccination certificate that's verifiable worldwide. So San Marino has approved that Vechain's NFT-backed vaccination passport, dubbed the San Marino Digital COVID Certificate. So this is definitely a big deal, continuing to see big things take place on Vechain, and we see here on their actual tweet from Vechain Foundation, together with DNV Assurance, we hereby announce the world's first national level ENFT adoption. The Republic of San Marino has just approved the digital COVID certificate issued using NFTs through the Vechain Thor public blockchain. So that's a big deal, and we're continuing to see, like I said, big things taking place with Vechain recently. A lot of, lot more, I guess, activity on their social media recently. A lot more to talk about, a lot more, big things coming out. And I think that's just going to continue to push more people in the direction of Vechain. When we are going to get back out of this manipulation FUD accumulation stage, I do think we are going to see a lot of retail investors as well as institutional investors really jumping in and on board with Vechain. So let's talk about some of the big things that have been put together recently by Eisenrich. So Eisenrich, a guy that we always talk about on the channel as well, he talks about Vechain and sustainability. So the United Nations recently issued a statement that UN experts believe that blockchain technology can help improve environmental governance, play an important role in the promotion of sustainable development altogether as well. So harnessing blockchain for sustainable development prospects and challenges, definitely one of those things that we are going to continue to talk about. I know you guys could only see a little bit there. I'll pull it down next time we do that. But, there's just a lot of possibilities, with Vechain. And I think that's exactly what's so great about Vechain is how many different possibilities and potential, partnerships and integrations that we could actually see in the next few years. So here we also see Vechain and Digital Village. So DV is a multiplayer social metaverse with a digital economy powered by the Village protocol blockchain. We utilize Vechain to create a smart contract based account for users interested in purchasing digital items. So it's a great concept, yet again, utilizing Vechain. We also see Vechain and privacy preservation. This is a big one as well here. So the most important initiatives of supply chain crypto were presented mainly on the principal pillars of this domain, namely Hyperledger, Fabric, Ethereum, and the incipient, really potential game-changing network Vechain. So like I said, guys, we're seeing a lot of potential, a lot of big partnerships, and a lot of, big possibilities in the near future. And I think we are going to see, more and more partnerships utilizing Vechain for obvious reasons. There's just so much potential behind that. And that's exactly why we see, Vechain Thor ecosystem here being such a large one at that. Vechain has been around, since 2015, but we've talked about really the potential behind Vechain continues to grow wider and wider, and that's what you're seeing here. You can have automobile, fashion, tourism, hotel, energy manufacturer, telecom, logistics, carbon sustainability, retail, third-party professionals. We're not going to go through it all, but like I said, there's a lot of possibilities out there for Vechain. And here's this. I thought this was just kind of interesting. We actually have Crypto Magics actually, tweeted this out. Just transferred 200 million VET and 100 million VETHO from Binance Warm Wallet to a random address. And we're not going to jump into that address. We're not going to deep dive into it. But I will say, guys, this could be, another big move. Obviously, still a lot of activity taking place across Vechain and VETHO. So take this as you will. Obviously, it could mean a multitude of different things, but we won't jump too much into that and try to speculate too much from that. I will want to jump into Vechain.com just a little bit, just to kind of go over the fact that we are in this accumulation phase, manipulative stage, and a lot of people are kind of still worried about the potential possibilities of Vechain maybe struggles for a couple more months, or maybe we're in that bearish market and we don't get our money back out of Vechain. So I'm going to kind of go over the fact that Vechain's been founded in 2015 and is one of the earliest blockchain technology companies in the world, with offices in China, Europe, US, Singapore, and Japan. So that's the biggest thing to note, because you have to realize Vechain's been through so many bearish looking markets. You don't just have bear markets and bull markets. You have in-betweens all the way through, the last 5, 7, or I guess at this point, we would just be looking at 6 years in the case of Vechain. But we've had crazy markets, whether they're good or bad. Realistically, Vechain's been through it all and they've seen everything. And I think because of that, it should give everyone a sense of at least security in some way, form, or fashion, just because Vechain is, like I said, such a valuable coin and crypto that I think will make it long term. I will say, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing. But just some of these solutions also give you just so much, I guess, in my words, they give me idea of really prosperity, some just huge potential, I guess, is what I'm looking for here. I've been saying potential pretty much nonstop this video, so I've tried to use up some different wording here, but that's the only thing I can think of when I think of Vechain is potential, because there's so many partnerships that are possible with Vechain. They have so many different solutions that they cover. Obviously, digital carbon ecosystem solution on all the way through agriculture solution, just so many far and in between different industries. And I think, jumping into Vechain and the price chart currently that we're looking at a 4.67% decrease in the last 24 hours, I do think we are going to see some solid increases. Like I said, in the last week, a 7.8% increase, which is fairly solid. We are seeing Vechain kind of bounce back on these low downturns. I just think it's going to take, obviously, Bitcoin and Ethereum doing well for more than just a few days to actually see some of these altcoins break out again. I think, before the end of the year, we will start to see altcoins breaking out. Vechain going to be one of those that I believe leads the way, with just a great opportunity coming in the end of the year here. I think we are going to see Vechain pushing closer to that $1 to $2 price point still. A lot of people still think that, we could see a Vechain, struggle all the way through the rest of the year. In my opinion, that's definitely a possibility. However, I do think, we do break out late of the year. I think we have Vechain breaking closer and closer to that $1 at the very, very least. One thing, we look back at the April 16th, 8 p.m., we see that 27.82, our current all-time high for Vechain. I think we could easily break that by the end of October at the very, very least. I think, realistically, that $1 to $2 price point is still within range, and I think we are going to see bull market part 2 do very, very well for Vechain. So we will keep you guys up to date with price predictions, as well as any very bullish looking news, as well as bearish looking news for Vechain or the crypto markets as a whole. So if you guys want to stay up to date with crypto news and obviously Vechain, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video, as we are not going over directly month to month price predictions right now, just because I want to be as honest, transparent, and conservative as possible when doing these, and just because right now the market is in this kind of stage where it's very hard to predict what's coming up next. I do want to give you just price predictions on the end of the year, and really when I start to see a solid solid base or an opportunity to really start price predicting again, I will start trying to give you guys exact price predictions for 1 to 2 months, as well as that year span. So thank you guys again for all of the awesome support as we get closer to 100K subscribers. I do want to say I am doing a giveaway, if you haven't heard, 1K worth of Jax tokens and a 1K worth of Samecoin tokens to 2 lucky winners. It ends July 10th, 2021. So all you have to do is retweet this tweet and follow me on Twitter. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.